And welcome back
to Dadventurous.
That's right, folks. In case you accidentally clicked on this podcast, this one's called Dadventurous.
Yeah.
Yeah.
If you're here by accident,
welcome.
Yeah, you're gonna have fun.
You will be confused, but you are gonna have fun. But I don't know that listening to it will help your confusion.
No.
We're all confused, and I created the story. Welcome back for another week. Hopefully everybody is ready to get back in. We kind of ended right on not necessarily a cliffhanger, but in the middle of
a moment.
Dealings of combat, of things like that. Mel getting a little beat up. I hear you don't have a lot of health left.
No, I do not. I will hopefully try to remedy that soon.
Yeah. So we're going to jump back into that. Just thanks again to everybody. Hopefully you're enjoying the show. We're in the new year now. Hopefully everybody is ready for a new season probably on the horizon. Still a ways out, but anyway. We're going to jump back into the story, and I'm going to give it away to Mel the detective and her recap.
All right.
Boom, boom. Boom, boom, Dadventurous.
I'd been a bit lost on what to do. Not really that much closer to finding Jessica, but I decided to take a look around and see what I could find out about some of the MMCD dealings. I went to the factory district in the Skyline and managed to tail a supply crate shipment to a factory on the outskirts of town, and Gallows family-backed weapons were being manufactured. I managed to sneak my way in, not very stealthily, but I infiltrated the factory and unfortunately had to take a detour to avoid being caught. However, on that detour, I managed to find one Marlowe Gallows, who was not doing too great. His uncle had ordered him to be punished for letting me get into the Skyline and letting the ogres take back the forge. But I had something to say about that. I interrupted Marlowe's torture and got in a little bit of a tussle, but unfortunately, Silas had an ace up his sleeve. He locked the room remotely and released a rift and a gloam spawn. With some new technology, I haven't quite seen it before, but I did manage to defeat the gloam spawn. Marlowe got out of there, and now I've got a rift to deal with before anything else gets through. Not doing too great.
I think you're doing great. Maybe not, as far as health is concerned, but as far as, I don't know, positivity? Glass half full type thing?
Sure.
Yeah, something like that. Anyway, you do have a rift sitting in front of you again. An energy style you have seen a couple times. Kind of this crackling red in the back of it. Mm-hmm. But then, the foreground, this emotion tied to it we had talked about. Kind of like overconfidence or egotistical, or somebody being
far too proud of themselves.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And so there's this kind of level of that here with this rift. This creepy winged gloam spawn had come through and attacked you. You managed to cut it down. You are standing here alone with, of course, Marv at in your hand. The black coating of shadow blades still in effect. And this rift in front of you. We will go ahead and continue from there where we left off. What do you want to do?
I'd take a look around the room.
Okay.
I'd try and see if there's any items around.
Yeah, do your investigation check.
A nat 1.
A natural 1.
For a 6.
That, my friend, is not good.
No, it is not.
And so I'm going to roll something to see. So you get this nat 1. Everything caught you off guard. You were ready for a fight with Silas. You thought you were going to be able to confront somebody. But instead you found yourself trapped in a room. You know that this big burly guy was able to sneak out. Marlo was able to sneak out. Mm-hmm. You probably are a smaller person. You could probably sneak out too, but then there's this rift in front of you. And that emotion that you feel, it's just this moment of like, what in the world am I going to do about this strange emotion in this strange place?
With this weird new, like, being
Yeah.
able to control the rifts. It's all, I don't know what's going on.
Exactly. And I would like for you to roll for me a d6, please,
Oh,
because
no.
you got a nat 1 on your trying to figure out what's going on with the rift.
Another 1 on the D6.
A 1. Okay. Well, that's not too bad.
Uh-oh.
You're getting the position up. Get your hand out there. You're kind of feeling that connection. And Marv's like, hang on, something's coming through. And before you have a chance to react to doing anything, another creature comes through, much smaller than the previous one. Kind of like bendy arms, almost like a Elastigirl, Mr. Fantastic type situation. These like weird squiggly arms come through.
Weird.
And grab the sides, and then these weird bendy legs step through, and this kind of very slithery, non-solid, not that they've all been solid, but
No.
like things felt like they had skeletal structures. This thing is like this weird four-legged, slimy, slippery eel-style
Ew.
monster. Steps through, only about waist high.
Okay.
But comes through, and I need you to roll initiative.
Meow.
Oh, I got a nat 1 on initiative.
Oh, I got a 9.
Okay, so with a 9, you go first. There's this thing in front of you, this other creature coming through this rift.
I am going to attack it. I don't like the look of this thing.
Get it, kill it.
I still have Shadow Blade
You
in
sure
effect,
do.
so does this still count as dim light too?
Yeah, nothing's changed in this room.
Okay. Then I get advantage for a 25.
Absolutely hits.
Yay.
Dang, 25. This thing is not as strong as the previous one, so
11 psychic damage for the first hit.
11. Okay, still up.
I Shadow Blade does have lots. Oh, I got a nat 20.
You got a nat 20.
Yeah. Yeah, I did.
Okay, on Shadow Blade is insane to get a nat 20.
What's the math of that?
24 base, and then rolling the more 3d.
Okay.
I'm gonna say you can roll it for funsies, but it's not necessary.
So that would be a total of 36 damage.
This thing came through. I like to think this is more of like Mel was annoyed that she had to deal with it.
Yeah.
And this thing comes through all ready to fight.
I just slashed through it.
And Marv's like, oh, dang.
I'm annoyed, Marv, okay?
You know what? I can feel it from here. All right. Yeah, you absolutely decimate this thing, which is good probably because you don't have a lot of health.
No.
And he definitely had some grapply type abilities. But he is just completely decimated, destroyed, and the rift kind of closes up in power a little bit again. You can make that insight, intelligence, or arcana check one more time for this rift to see what it is that you see. The DC has gone down with another destroying of a gloom spawn.
Okay, that was a better roll this time. I think I'd do investigation again for a 22.
Okay, so you start looking around the room. As you do, you're trying to pull some sort of emotion, overconfidence, ego, greed and pride and all these things that come through. I think there is this box that you see. It's got this broken magic item, kind of a glass figurine inside. That figurine appears to be almost like a small bird figurine.
Oh.
Whether or not that was important is hard to say. It's broken now. You have that. The room itself, the bars drop down. You have the pipe and the bloody, for lack of a better term, mess where Marlowe once was. And in here, otherwise it's pretty sparse. I think you see on this far side, you see some kind of like old file cabinets. This is like an office space. There's on the wall, you see a painting of the skyline. And I think there's a desk too on one side with, we'll say, like a top of the desk. There is like a workplace award.
Oh.
Employee of the month.
Okay.
Like tiny, embarrassingly small little trophy as well.
Okay.
Yeah, that's what you see in this room.
Out of curiosity, I lean down next to that little box.
Okay.
Can I tell vaguely, like, what type of bird?
What type of bird on a 22?
Not that there's like a lot of species of birds in Mirelight.
I'll
but,
say what came to my mind originally when I said this was a raven.
Okay.
So I'm going to say it's like a raven.
Okay. I think I'd go over to the desk.
Okay.
And I think I'd pick up that little trophy.
Okay.
The, little employee of the month thing.
Yeah.
And I think it's, even though it's like embarrassingly small and like, I think I walk back to the portal.
Okay.
To the rift and...
Pulsing in front of you, this kind of crackly red, dark, swirling silver and black magic. Yeah.
I hold out my hand to the rift.
Okay.
And I'm holding that little trophy. And I think I just kind of try and focus on that trophy. Like, thinking about working a mundane job, maybe thinking a little bit back to like when I was still a trainee junior officer.
Okay.
Thinking back to that a little bit and how good it would have felt to have even earned a small trophy like this. And I think also trying to think of like putting myself into the shoes a little bit of whoever worked in this office, what even a small accomplishment like that would be uplifting.
Yeah, and prideful. Yeah, for sure. Okay, well, that was very good, in my opinion. Why don't you go ahead and make your rift closing roll, and remember, you get to add a D4 because of Marv. As you speak, and he goes, the daughter is looking at me with wide eyes. Could be good, could be bad.
Continue with Marv.
Marv's like, all right, we got this. And he charges up through you, that black kind of feeling coming through into pulling away from the
Black
sword
and
into
green
your
magic.
hand. Black and green magic going through.
Okay. I feel like you last session because I just got my second nat 20.
Oh.
For a 22 with the D4.
Did you now?
I did.
Okay, cool.
I don't think I've gotten that before.
I don't know if you have on a rift. Your hand's up. You feel that sort of that overconfidence, right? Sometimes you find a rift and you're looking for the opposite thing. But in this case, you're mirroring that emotion, that pride. And I think in this moment where your hand is up, there's a lot of confusion about what has been going on lately with rifts. What are rifts? What happened to Marv? What happened to potentially the Sarah Farthing's friend?
Caroline Lockwood.
Why are there these things that happen? What are the Gloamspun? Things that you haven't worried about in the past. You've just closed them. You know they're bad, you close them. But how is Silas Gallows creating rifts? That's not good.
No.
So with this nat 20, I think you reach out and I think you realize the way you're holding your sword, and I'm improving all of this, the way you're holding your sword, the way your hand is up, the way you're standing there, Marv at your side, and you start thinking about Marv, and Marv doing the same position. You saw this many, many times. He had his sword in his hand up, and closed a rift.
Yeah.
Put his hand on your shoulder. He's like, good work, kid. Next one's yours. And then training and going through these couple of years of working with Marv and learning how, your first small rift that you closed on the MMCD, and Marv clapped you on the back, and kind of this like prideful moments of sort of Marv being your
mentor,
right? And then I think you cut to that final time you saw him standing like that in the warehouse next to the Gutterlight Tavern all those years ago, this huge rift, this big creature coming through, all the magic that had created that rift, etc. Silas Gallows had been there at that time. Lieutenant Calloway had been there at that time. These people that have been there and rifts and whatever. Marv stood in that exact same way that you're standing now, but the rift was too much. He anchored it incorrectly, and he was gone. But in this moment, you're feeling kind of like you realize in this moment that the amount of time that you have trained with Marv, worked on the MMCD and closed rifts, and have been working as a private eye, you're kind of catching up to Marv a little bit in terms of how much time you've actually dealt with and how many rifts you've actually dealt with.
Oh.
And it's that whole student becomes the teacher kind of thing, where you're not quite there yet, but you're starting to go like, I got this. Like, this is nothing. There's your own confidence in your abilities. And with that nat 20, like nobody's business, this rift shrinks out of nothingness, closes off, and Marv goes, dang, that was smooth.
Thanks, Marv.
Yeah, not bad, kid, not bad. I gotta say, that one's on you. I trained you as good as I could, but that was good.
Hey, I learned from the best.
Hey, thanks. And Rift closes up, and you are left in this room holding a small trophy, and it's quiet.
I think I'd put the trophy back down on the desk.
Okay.
Maybe I pick up that box, too. How big is it, if I can, pick it up?
The box on the ground?
Yeah.
Oh, it's not that big. It's like a, I don't know, jewelry box size.
Okay.
Or like a lunch box size.
Okay.
Yeah, something like that.
I pick it up, and if I can, I want to, close the lid.
Mm-hmm. I think as you pick it up, too, it kind of the things inside rattle. And it's hard to tell, but you recognize it now because you just dealt with it a little bit. Mm-hmm. There's almost like a mechanism inside of here that looks like clock gears and some ogre metal. And there was this very fragile glass thing sitting on some sort of pedestal. Something happened in such a way that it triggered, it fell, it broke, it caused this rift. You're starting to see it and go, wow, this is
a mechanism.
This is a mechanism that's sophisticated. This is somebody figuring out how to, on that nat 20 especially, this is somebody figuring out how rifts open, how they work, and not using that as a way to close them, but using that as a way to open them.
Yeah.
I think in this moment, you realize that Silas Gallows has a pretty solid understanding of how rifts work. Mm-hmm. Maybe even more so than you.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. And also thinking about that would require quite a bit of trial and error to get it to be effective.
Very probably true.
Okay. Yeah, I think I closed the lid. If I have a pocket that I can fit it into, I would. Otherwise, I'd carry it kind of.
Yeah,
under my arm.
You got a trench coat, so it'll fit. It'll weigh you down a little bit, but it fits in there. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
Yep. The glass pieces rattle around a little bit inside.
Yeah, I try to be careful with it. But it's not.
They're broken.
Yeah. Yeah, I not shaking it around or anything,
right.
But. And I think I stepped back through the bars.
Okay. Easy enough for you to slip through, yeah. Marlowe told you he was going to head to the span, and then he was going to get out of the skyline.
He said if I wanted to meet him, he'd be by the...
Brixie's lift.
Yeah.
Or no, the Mud Market.
The Mud Market.
Mud Market lift tonight.
Yeah.
But he wasn't going to stay for long. That being said, he's just going down to the streets, so...
Yeah. Yeah, I'd step back through, I'd look down the hallway...
You
said it was all closed doors.
Closed off offices, lights off. You were kind of in the main, you were in the trap room.
Yeah.
Yeah. You had rolled some pretty epically bad stealth checks last episode, and we'll just say that the Gallows family is on to your shenanigans and is looking out for you too. So
I'd not be too worried about that. You know, I feel like I had
especially
already
Mel.
been.
Yeah. You've been.
I'm not one for stealth.
Yeah.
So I wasn't trying to be necessarily undercover in the first place.
Fair.
So I think I'd step back and I'd probably head back up the hallway to those stairs. And be careful going around the corner this time.
I think what you notice right away is there isn't noise. Before you heard the soft sounds of thudding and mechanical whirring and things like that. I think as you get back into the stairwell, you realize it's quiet up above.
Is the door open?
Door is wide open.
All right. I want to peek through.
Peeking through, you see a warehouse, kind of like factory floor. Like I said, we rolled to see if it had height, and it did not. It's a small room with a lot of work tables and benches, aprons hung on the wall, things like that. This is 100% completely empty, lights off. People got tipped off or whatever. The big garage door on the far side is wide open.
Oh.
And you get the feeling there's warm cups of coffee and snacks on some tables. People of the Gallows family got the word and scattered.
Okay. I think now that there is nobody here, I want to take a look around and see what other things they're making here. If they're putting together these gadgets.
Go ahead and roll an investigation check.
That is a 12.
I think what you find mostly is like you start looking around and you're like, oh, okay, that looks like the remnants of a fog displacing machine. And over on that table, you see a bunch of those small cages that Thunker made to house batteries, but they're like putting them into items. I think you see little fire extinguishers. I think you see the fog displacer devices. And I think what catches you here is that there's only like one table that was working on any sort of like crossbow style
The
magical weaponry.
Okay.
Most of this is just stuff you've already seen.
Okay.
But I think with a 12, you also see that one of the desks still has a light on above it, and against the wall is a map of Skyline that is half torn across the wall.
I see.
And
is there any other markings on the other half or no?
I think as you go over and see, you start to look and you notice like, oh, okay, they ripped off like this top corner. You see the warehouse where the ogres were.
Mm-hmm.
You think you see where you are. You're like, that seems about right. There's one other location that's in the Bridges Market that is on this map.
Oh.
And then otherwise, it's all torn off.
Okay.
And you also see that the one where the ogres would have been has a big red X through it now. So they were aware that
the shipments had stopped.
Yeah.
Okay. I think I take a look at the one in the Bridges Market. Does it look like that's the precinct?
No.
No?
Precinct's not in the market. It's nearby, but there's like a plaza difference separation. So you see that there's one in the Bridges Market.
I think
It's not exact locations either. It's like a map of a city with a dot.
Okay.
So like you understand that there is probably something in the Bridges Market, but it's not like this exact stall number 47. Like, if that makes
it's
sense.
not
Okay.
detailed.
Yeah.
Okay. I think I'll make a note to remember that for later, but I think I leave it.
Okay.
And I leave the other stuff here. I think I leave.
Okay. I think as you go out too, you're starting to realize like nights come in.
Mm-hmm.
And I think looking left, looking right, I do think you see they even left the steam like wagon cart
with the crates
clockwork thing in here. Yeah. I like to think one of the crates is knocked over and there's a boot.
The boot.
The boot is in there still from your friend, the Gloamwing Moth.
Oh, boy. I still don't know what to do with that boot.
Are you going to take it?
I might.
Okay.
Actually.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, you take it back.
I take the boot.
You've returned your boot, or you've received your boot. Yeah, and I think you go out onto this kind of balcony, if you want to call it that, this road, again, high in the sky, looking out over the night of fog Mirelight. It's quiet over here. Most of where you've been in the skyline has been hustle, bustle, High Street and the Span and the market, running all the time in the precinct. You're on the backside of kind of the edge building of this section of Mirelight.
It's quiet.
It's pretty quiet over here.
Okay.
And night has rolled in.
Yeah, I think I'd kind of mentally orient myself as to a vague location of where this is in this building. And then I think I'd head back through the factory section.
Yeah.
You know.
I think you pass by Brixie's location. There's workers out front. I think you see Jarrett and Narg.
Oh, yeah.
Over there working their shift at the check-in, at the paperwork check-in thing. They're far off, but you see them in the distance.
With their the coffee
warmer.
makers.
Yeah.
I think I head back through towards the Bridges Market, toward the precinct area.
Okay.
I know it's getting late, but as a place to head.
Okay. So again, the Bridges Market, you have the precinct on one side, you have these lifts that go to various different locations, one of them going down to the Mud Market, where once upon a time you dealt with Gloamspawn and Silas Gallows and a meet between him and Calloway. So yeah, you can head back that way. The Bridges Market never rests, just like the Mud Market never rests. And so there's still a lot of people, dinner time,
shopping.
I think there's that half orc like lady that you and the Mirelight had seen with the pastries. And
Nightmare,
and I think she gives you a knowing nod because you were wearing a mask, but
I give a little wave.
Yeah.
My horns are pretty recognizable.
Exactly. If you're smart enough, you can see. So
yeah. All right. The precinct. I'd wanted to at least scope it out. Is it still open or is it kind of closing?
I think as you go over there, why don't you make a perception check?
17.
17? It's still open.
Okay.
It looks like they cleaned up all the gala stuff. Back to just the plaza with the precinct there. I think it's still open, but something you had noticed when you first walked into this chaos with the plaza and Nightmare and all that stuff that had gone on. With that 17, you see a couple of those MMCD officers out front patrolling the area. And again, something you had noticed a day ago or so was that these aren't your standard MMCD officers, and some of them look like the Gallows Toughs. They're wearing the MMCD officer outfit, but they are tattooed up. They got the Gallows family crest on a couple areas. So it's not only is it open, it actually seems a little bit more protected than the last time you were here.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. That's fine. I think
Also, you had gone through the market, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. Why don't you roll another perception check for me as you are cruising along.
A 2.
A 2. Okay. It's not that you don't get anything, but I think as you're walking through, you do hear a couple people talking. It was just how much you got.
Okay.
A couple people talking, and one of the things that comes up is like, oh, the election's tomorrow, or in a day. The election's got 1 day away, and you have like 36 hours or whatever. Standard stuff, they're talking about that, like it looks like Callaway's in the lead, etc. And then I think at one point, the thing that catches you is somebody says ogres.
Oh.
And you're like, huh? And somebody is like, yeah, I hear that there was an ogre sighted in the skyline. That's it.
And that's like...
Yeah. It's just like...
yeah, and as I'm thinking about it, I guess I hear that and I go, I haven't really seen ogres up here. There's not...
They barely come out of Haystown.
Mm-hmm.
You got Marlock, you got a couple that come through the Mud Market and into Merkborough, but for the most part...
They stay in Haystown and the skyline's
fens,
even more removed.
Yep.
Okay. I think that's all right. I think I'd make my way through. It's only been probably like half an hour or something since I got out of the factory.
Yeah.
And so, is there a post office up here?
Post office?
Yeah.
Sure.
Okay.
It depends on what you're thinking about sending.
Not a package. A letter.
I think that there is a post office down here, up here. I like to think there's a mailman that rides gondolas around and delivers things. Sure.
Okay.
Yeah.
Sounds great.
Why? I love the stuff that like I prepare for, and then like there's a certain amount of like, yeah, okay, she's gonna do different stuff, and I prepare for the unpreparedness a little bit, you know, where you're like, oh, okay, if you're gonna go to this place, I have some things that, and then you're asking me about a post office. I'm like, what? Sure, why?
There's a post office in the skyline. I need to know.
Need to buy stamps? What's going on?
Collector stamps.
Just totally lost. I just want to go shopping.
Yeah. Oh boy. All right. I think I'd try and find the post office.
Yeah, you can find the post office.
I find the post office.
It's clear. It's in the market. There's a guy out front, big barrel. Here, I'll do the thing.
Oh, yeah.
There is a postman out front who is coming back in for the night. Where's my NPCs? Thank you to all our listeners.
Yes, thank you for submitting names.
To me, some NPCs. User submitted names. You want to roll a D10?
Sure.
We'll do it that way.
I'm intrigued. A 5.
Okay, we have Mr. Arthur Mudchop. Arthur
Mudchop, the postman.
The postman, who I think Mudchop for sure, but he also has mutton chops, the sideburns that come down into a beard. Big old portly, sort of like half-elf.
Okay.
Pointy ears, half-elf guy. The sideburns coming down that are so big. And he's got a bag slung over his shoulder, and he is currently putting in the letters he picked up for the day. It's evening time, so he's like getting these ready for tomorrow.
Okay.
My name is Arthur Mudchop. I'm the mailman of this place. He's singing a song.
Oh, nice.
Yep.
Okay. I think I'd...
Thank you to whoever submitted Arthur Mudchop.
Yeah, that is great. I see him out there. And if I can walk into the post office, I would. You know, post offices usually have stationery and stuff for writing things.
Yep.
Yeah.
Still unsure what you're doing.
Okay.
You walk in, and he goes, "Oh, hello there.
Hello.
Here for a late night post office visit?"
Yeah, I was, hoping to get a letter sent off by tomorrow.
Oh, I can help you with that. And he
Um,
finishes putting the letters in, and he takes his thing off, his satchel off, and hangs it by the door, and he dusts himself off, and he goes in behind the counter.
All
What
right.
can I get for you? A package? A letter?
Yes, just a letter.
Just a letter? Okay, here you go.
And I,
But do you need a stamp?
I think Mel's, a little unfamiliar
Yeah.
with, like, actual post office,
Etiquette?
etiquette. And so I think she just stares for a second and then goes,
Marv's like, yeah, you need a stamp.
Oh,
Have you never mailed anything before?
I don't mail it that often. I usually walk.
All right.
No.
And then, okay, here we go. We got a letter, and then I'll give you some privacy, of course. And he puts you off to the side where there's a little partitioned thing where you can stand and
Oh.
write letters, and he's just humming to himself.
Okay.
"Doo-doo-doo-doo.
I am the
I'm
mailman.
the mailman, Arthur Mudchop.
Okay.
I take all the letters, and I never stop.
Oh, nice.
Yep.
People.
People come in, and I have to work late. I hope I can get home in time for my date.
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
Okay. I'll be fast then. That's kind of
The
sweet.
passive aggressive
Yeah.
like song.
I take out a pen and the stationery, and I write a letter.
Okay.
I'm going to write a letter to Commissioner Renshaw, and I'm going to address it to the precinct because I don't
know where he lives.
know where
Yeah,
he
yeah,
lives.
fair.
And I do want to tell him. I still want to try and keep up a little bit of my side of that election. So I think I want to tell him about the factory.
Okay.
And maybe it's not, in full detail. I don't know what like the letter situation is. But I think
Like you're trying to keep it vague.
keeping
Yeah.
it a little vague, but clearly telling him about a factory, the edges of the factory district in town, where some suspicious shipments were being delivered, and that it would be a good place to check it out.
You seal it. You sign it.
I seal
he
it,
gives you
I sign
a stamp. Arthur Mudchop. He goes, "Oh, thank you so fast. Thank you so much. I should be able to get it home in time." Where's this being to? Oh, to the MMCD precinct.
Yes.
You don't want to just
It's
deliver it yourself. I can deliver it in the morning.
yes, yeah. I just need it to be delivered by morning. It's
Wonderful. If you check back in mid-morning, early afternoon, I will tell you if I was able to deliver it or not.
all right. Thank you.
And maybe you'll have a response soon after. Is there anything else?
No.
Okay. Thank you for using the services of the Skyline Postal Service.
Good luck on your date.
Thank you. And he starts humming to himself as you go, like, "Do-do-do-do-do, I'm the postman, Arthur Mudchop. And I'm excited for my date. Tomorrow might be my last day of work, if everything goes great.
Oh.
Mhm.
Oh.
Because I'll retire."
Wait, how old is he?
Oh, he's old.
Oh,
Man.
okay.
Old man for sure.
Okay.
Yeah. Do-do-do-do-do.
Great.
Yep.
And I
Because I'll retire. Sorry. And you leave the post office.
yeah, I do. I think it's getting laid out.
Mm-hmm.
I'd head over to where the mud market lift is, I think.
Okay.
Kind of hang around there and wait to see if a certain Marlowe Gallows shows up.
Okay. How long would Mel wait?
He said, thinking about the time it would take for a very injured guy to go up to the span, gather an amount of stuff, probably money, and, like, official things, and get back down here.
Mm-hmm.
Probably out of the time that's already wait. So I think she'd wait probably for another hour.
Okay, an hour. Okay. If you wait for an hour, I think you're sitting there, and I think right at the edges of when you think, like, did something happen to him? Like, did he already go? It's hard to tell. I think finally you hear, like, a, "Psst, Mel."
Oh.
Ashgrave. And you
Hello?
just hear a voice. And then from the fog shadows nearby of a nearby market, you see a limping, bloodied, bruised, wounded Marlo Gallows. He's like,
There you are.
Ow, okay. Is the lift clear?
I take a look.
Yeah.
It is.
Yep, okay.
And there's not many people going.
No, not
Yeah.
this time of night.
I go, yeah,
All right,
it's good.
I'm going. Thanks for the save.
Do you know how to get around the streets?
It's been a while, but, I used to be down there, so it's not that hard.
All right.
The Gallows family has been moving up, and I think it's time for me to go back to not using that name for a little bit. You got any tips anywhere I should go? Anywhere?
Marlock's Noodle House.
Oh, that sounds good.
Best noodles in Mirelight.
Okay. And he's like, all right. He stares at you for a long while. Can you roll a persuasion check?
Oh, surprisingly good. 22.
He goes, well, I don't think I'm in the running anymore for leading the Gallows family until Silas is dealt with, and I need to go heal up. So, and he just looks at you and he goes, thanks. Sorry my family is as bad as they are.
Hey.
I thought I could turn it around, but I don't think I got it in me. And he holds out a hand for a handshake.
I hold out my hand and I shake his hand.
Okay.
And I go, well, you did good enough.
All right.
I'll continue up here and lay low for a while.
I'm gone. And he goes over and hops into the lift on the far side that goes down, and is not one for anything other than moving on to the next thing. So Marlo Gallows descends down to the streets,
All right.
to the mud market.
With that over with, I think I watched the lift go down into the fog.
Perception check.
No. Oh no. 17.
17. I think you hear a soft whoo, and you see a whoosh of a large shape gliding underneath you around the lift. It seems like it likes to check out things that are going on the lift, regardless of who they are.
All right. I think I just smirk down at it for a bit, and
I like to think, like, in the darkness. Let's see if he sees it. I like to think you hear Marlo go, "Oh, what was that?" And that's it.
I think I kind of just I cut my hands around my mouth and shout down, "He's friendly."
Who said that? As he's like disappearing.
Yeah, he'll be fine. I think I turn around and I head up. Maybe back to that hotel that I stayed in.
Okay. Looking for a place to stay for the night?
Yeah.
Okay.
I think it's getting late enough that I'd...
Can you please, for me, make just sort of, again, we've done this before, a stealth check just to kind of see how well you blend into the environment. It's not so much that you're trying to hide, but
Just...
did people notice you?
An 18.
An 18? Okay. You're moving through the market. I think, maybe on the way by you grab like a kebab stick of some variety, some sort of like meatballs on a stick. You start making your way back over to that hotel. I think it was called Skyview Lodge.
Yeah, the Skyview Lodge.
The Skyview Lodge, and you are able to go in there, book a room. I think she's like, return customer, welcome, welcome.
Yes, your service was quite nice.
Thank you. And of course, you go through the whole thing, and you get a room, easy enough to do. You feel confident nobody's around, and you are able to finally close that door of the room. It's a new room, but we'll say this one's overlooking the fog this time instead of like just down below.
Okay.
And yeah, you have kind of this nice enough of view that you can with fog and things like that out of there. But the skyline you can see a little bit further. And you're finally able to take a rest or at least chill out for a moment. Marv's like, boy, that was a tough one today.
Yeah.
We had the kid, we had emotions, we had riffs. I'm just glad we have a bed.
That is very true, Marv. I think I look out the window as I kind of like settle down, hang up my coat, set the boot down on the ground. Still unsure what to do with it because it's a singular boot. But I think I look out the window.
It's like open, I think. It's like a little partial balcony where you can't really sit out there, but you can like stand and look. Yeah.
Yeah. And I think I look out and I take a look around and kind of a bit of remembering what Silas told me. I think I go back in and I shut the window and I close the curtains. Just as I close the curtains and I lock the door out of a little bit of that.
Yeah, you're in the skyline.
Safety. Yeah. Safety. The gallows have their eyes on me. But I think I flop down on the bed and I would like to take a long rest if you will allow me.
And you lay down, you take a nap. But before you click the long rest button.
Oh no.
Can you, for me, we're going to say, I know what your passive perception is. What would this be? How about we just do an initiative roll?
No.
And I'm going to roll something and you're going to roll something and we're going to see.
With my plus?
Yeah, with your plus.
Okay. No. A 7.
You're resting at night. You're starting to settle down. You get all the lights off.
Mm-hmm.
And right as you're about to close your eyes, you hear a ting, 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 ting at the window.
Oh.
Marv's like, did you hear that?
I say, yeah.
Did I hear that? Do I only hear because you hear? This is weird.
That's not the point right now, Marv. I shoot up from bed.
Okay. The curtains are closed. You bet you hear a ting, 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 ting.
And I think I think I grab Marv, actually.
Okay. Yeah.
I think instead of like opening the curtains through like the split in the curtains, I think I move over to the side.
Okay.
And look out through the curtains.
Look out through the side peek. As you peek out the sides, just barely a hulking shape hanging from this little rough balcony. Big shape. Mm-hmm. And you kind of catch the glint in the night of maybe some goggles on the face.
Oh.
And maybe an ogre-sized shape outside.
I think
reaches up with a big hand. Ting, 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 ting.
I think I say, and I rush forward and rip back the curtains and open the door.
So you rush forward and rip back the curtains.
Oh, wait. Oh, no.
With and to fall backwards, but a 16 on the athletics check.
Okay.
He is able to grab on as you see Thunker Gloomrage sitting out there, this big ogre man, frightened, not very courageous, hanging on from the balcony like,
I open the door and...
Thanks, Mel. Can I come in?
Yeah, here. I grab his hand and help pull him up.
He's like 700 pounds.
It's the thought that counts.
Yeah. And he climbs up the balcony, squeaks, and he rolls into the room and he just lays on the wood floor for a second, taking a deep breath.
How did you get up here?
Hey, and he holds up like a grappling hook with a rope. Poorly.
Well, it's better than nothing.
I'm sorry. I was following you. From the mud market. I've been trying to stay out of sight. I didn't know if ogres were welcome up here or what. People saw me. They looked at me weird. But I had to find you. I wanted to find you. I found you.
Yeah. Yeah, you did. Wait, how long have you been following me?
Just this latter part of the day.
Okay.
Mama sent me on a mission to seek you out and let you know that we took back the forge and he looks around in your room, even though there's clearly nobody here, and he goes, we took over the warehouse too. Now we have a lift into Hazetown.
Oh.
It's ours now. And he's all like happy about it.
Nice.
We didn't take it down. We're going to keep it and it's ours. So we're trying to figure out if we can help out in any way.
All right. That sounds great. I think I kind of set down Marv and, reclose the window and the curtains.
I think Thunker stares at Marv again, too, and he, reaches over he did.
No.
Oh, sorry. And
I slack his hand.
He sits down or sits up on the ground.
And I go, well, Thunker, there's been a lot going on. The Gallows family, and Silas, they've been working to corrupt the MMCD more than they already had, and
are they using those things I was making? Are they
to some extent? Yes, they've been building. I pull out the little box from the pocket of my coat, and I hand him this, and I said, I think Silas figured out a way to control rifts.
He goes, oh, let me see that, and he grabs it and he starts looking at it, and he's like, control rifts? How? Oh, wait, I see. With a 18 on the die, he's like, oh, okay, so if this was sort of a trigger, I made these little gears, and he starts going, it's like, oh, they put it together like this. Oh, a trip plate,
Yeah,
he starts doing the nerdy, like trying to
I've
reverse
seen Brixie
engineer.
doing this.
Very similar to Brixie.
And I've seen
with,
Thunker, and I think I just kind of, I pay attention to what he's saying, but I think I kind of just in one ear and out the other until I hear something I recognize.
Yeah, and he's finally like, so do you think, I don't do arcane, do you think this glass bird was magical maybe or something in the how would this control a rift?
The bird, I point at the bird and say it's broken. It probably wouldn't have been broken, and it would have been a magical item that would trigger that.
And I think you had said that the girl you're looking for is an enchanter, right?
Yes.
I see what's happening here. Fascinating. Very, very smart. Obviously terrible.
Yes,
course, but very smart. Interesting. And this is some ogre metal here, and he just he spends a moment going over it. Mm-hmm. And he's like, I see. Can I take this back to Mama?
Yeah.
Okay, good. She'll want to know. I want to know what she thinks we should do next.
Okay.
Is there anything else I can help you with tonight? This is a nice room.
Yeah, it's just a place to stay for the moment.
Okay.
Is there anything else he can help me with?
He's like, Actually, if you don't mind, I'll try to be quiet, but maybe I'll spend some time tinkering with this and seeing what I can figure out.
Oh, yes, I would like to know what sort of, more of how it works, at least, and you would too. So yes, there's that. But, for now, I think I don't have anything else.
Okay.
For you.
I'll get to this. You look like you need some sleep. We'll chat later.
All right.
And he starts getting to it, goes into a corner of the room, the bathroom.
Yeah.
And he starts tinkering with it. And you can get your long rest.
Yay!
As you finally take a thing. I'm going to roll 3 dice for Thunker Gloomrage of intelligence checks. So I think you rest, you wake up in the morning. I rolled 2 intelligence checks and 1 constitution saving throw.
Oh.
The 2 intelligence checks, I think you wake up and Thunker is in your living room area. You've got your long rest. He's got 7 cups of coffee in front of him that he made at the little thing nearby.
Little coffee warmer.
Yeah, the coffee warmer over here. As he turns to look at you, his goggles are on. He's got this thing completely disassembled. The box, all the wood things taken apart, every single mechanism laid out and labeled on this table in front of him. The glass bird somehow glued back together. Just
where did he even find glue?
He has a toolkit for sure.
I think
he goes, "Oh, Mel, you're awake, good." And he's bobbing his head a little bit, and he pulls his goggles up, and his eyes are just 100% bloodshot. He rolled a nat 1 on his con saving throw. He has been up the entire night. Total exhaustion.
I think I just look up and stare at him and just go, "You had way too much caffeine, didn't you?"
I did. I learned things. I think anyway. Did I learn anything? I don't know. But here, I've created this. And he holds out this little device that he's got in his hand. And he's like, I was already working on something like this. Sometimes we've been able to use enchanted stuff from Brixie. We have the deal going on. The ring that I gave you. I don't know if you got a chance to use it yet.
Oh, yeah.
But the ring with Anyway, I created this device. And he holds up this little, almost like a Geiger counter.
Oh, yeah.
Like a reader thing. It's this little metal box with a little pokey stick of an antenna up top. And the antenna moves. And he holds it up to you and he goes, now point it at the wall.
I carefully take it and I point it at the wall. And just there's
the needle moves back towards where he was.
Oh.
Now point it at me.
I pointed at him.
Yeah. And it points at him, and it's pointing at him, and he goes, and then if I move, and he grabs the table of all the parts, and he moves to the side, and the needle moves with it. He's like, I don't know how helpful it is. You can add it to your inventory, but it's like a ogre metal detector.
Oh.
And so if there's devices, or I'm hoping a big supply of ogre metal,
that
it would point you in the right direction. Maybe it'll help you find something.
All right.
Maybe it'll help you find your friend. I don't know. If they're working on and using ogre metal, this is like a detector.
Okay. Thank you, Thunker.
Yeah.
That's certainly intriguing. Maybe you should be the one to get some sleep now.
He like sits up straight and looks over your shoulder at the bed. That does look pretty nice. And he just reaches into his pocket and fishes out like a little bit of gold. And he's like, maybe see if they can do like late checkout. He hands you gold.
I just take it and go, yeah, sure.
And then he goes, okay, power nap. And he chugs an entire cup of coffee. And then he goes to sleep.
Wait, why does he chug the coffee?
It's a power nap.
Oh.
You've never done that. I've done that. If you're really tired, you like chug a bunch of caffeine and then you immediately go to sleep because caffeine takes like 20 to 40 minutes to kick in. And then when you wake up, you've had a nap and caffeine kicked in.
And so you've energized? I see.
This is a power nap.
I see the strategy now.
And
I don't nap.
Yeah, and I think he goes down and he's snoring within moments.
Okay.
And you are able to pay for the room.
Yeah, I pay for the room.
Have this little device here. Assume Thunker will get back to his day, knowing that the ogres have reclaimed not just the forge down below, but now another gondola that goes up to the skyline.
A new one, too.
A new one that is ogre run. Step outside, morning, fresh air. You have one day left before the election and things that you might want to do today.
All right.
And we are going to end the episode there. So you got your rest. Thunker's going to get his.
As I can tell that he desperately needed it.
Yes, you've got your stuff for the day if there's anything you're looking to do, right. And a letter sent to Renshaw, etc. And we'll leave it there.
Sounds good.
All right, thank you all for listening.
Thank you for the names.
Yeah, that's true. That was good.
Arthur Mudchop.
Maybe you can find out how his date went.
Oh yeah, I would like to know.
Everyone have a wonderful week, and we'll see you next time
on Dadventurous.